So guys, welcome back once again. How you doing? I'm fine, and how you doing too? I hope you're fine and good. Yeah. So today we are going to go into what to call what loan analysis. Loan analysis. How is the government or how is the central bank of any country assessing the loans giving out, and how can we as well tap in from that information and make good use of it? So those just know that as we also have before, we have a catalog where we will go and check the questions they ask and how we can use them on our platform to explain how this all this what appertains. So let's go to our catalog, let's go to our question answer section, and let's see what we can. So we say the Central Bank of Nigeria is doing analysis of bank loans to farmers so as to adopt a suitable policy for the agri sector of the economy. Listed below are the loans from some of the surviving what banks. Yeah, so let's solve this out. So we have been asked first to. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit. Okay, I think it's too much. Okay, it is good. So we have a good view of it. You say simple interest we first calculate. So we're going to calculate the simple interest by multiplying the principal times the time and times the rates. Yes, principal, time, and the rates. So we're going to divide, add up, and multiply all this together and divide it by what 100. So let's go over to our Excel and let's hit the ball rolling. Okay, now here in Excel, we're going to calculate our simple interest. So it's going to be, I'm going to come and put what simple interest. Okay, okay. So you're gonna tap that twice to make it big. So I'm going to increase my screen a little bit, not too big. I'm going to make it into can be adjustable basis. So please do follow along, ask your questions as much as you can. So it's going to be equals to your principal, which is your stuff here, your loan amount, okay, um multiplied by your year, then multiplied by your rate. So but before we do this, there's something I want us to check out, because in our rate we are being shown a particular kind of figure, 20% per annum, 20% per annum. So let us figure what that is all about. How can we apply it in our Excel? So looking at it now, clicking on this 20. Now we have to, or highlighting over all this. Now you have to go to your number launcher here. I see me number launcher here. Under your number launcher, look for what custom. Yeah, so that is where we have to do all the settings for our work to look like that. So highlighting your general. You have to type 0, 0. That signifies our number. Then you're going to put the percentage because we're going to work with percentage shift number 5 space. Then we are going to place our what our PA, which is not what per annum. So it's going to be shift double quotes P calculator dot A, then shift close quote. So that's all we have to do about it. Then what click what okay. So voila, this is what we've got. We have got this here. Okay, I think there's a bit of adjustment. Okay, so you have to go back and just adjust this to 20%. Adjust this to like as in 3.5%, 3.5, 23.5%. Don't worry, I've waited to 4%, no problem. We're gonna bring 30%. Then we're gonna do this to 28%. We're gonna do this I think 1.919%. Okay. So now I've gotten our P dot A, everything set. Okay. So let's go over and solve our simple interest. We're gonna click equal to principal, but first we're going to put the brackets because we have to put it in brackets. Brackets. The principal, we're going to put the principal in B2. Okay, let's solve the simple interest now. We're going to put equal to B2. Okay, it's not going to be B2. Okay, let's solve the simple interest now. We're going to be equal to what? B5 multiplied by what C5 multiplied by what D5. So once we do this now, instead of dividing it all by 100, just put divided by 100, we're going to play this in brackets. We're going to place this first quote, first expression in bracket. Then we're going to divide by what 100. This gives us the ability to what multiply all this stuff together. They divide the whole by 100, giving us a simple interest. So press enter. So you see now it gave us 4 million six 4,600,000. That is in 20% of this 460 million. So now clicking on the next one, I'm going to zoom this. I'm going to make this a big, make the font bigger so you can be able to see it good. Okay, now I'm going to drag this down to make others what solve out. Mind you, what the way we did it was once you click on your solution here, look at this box down here, just left click and drag it down. You're going to give you your solution. Okay, so let's go back to the next one, the compound interest. So I'm going to use what abbreviation for this, C.I, compound interest. So wow, that's it. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to adjust this a little bit bigger. Okay, then we're going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so that is that for that. Then let's solve the compound interest. So let's go back to our manuscript and see what we have there for us. So the compound interest says that calculate the compound interest earned by the bank. So it gives us the principal, multiply by the rate, then multiply by the time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this formula off here. I'm going to go back to our Excel format. I'm going to find somewhere, paste that in, and let's watch how our work flows. So we're gonna have something we're gonna look it on. Okay, I'm gonna remove this equal to sign to make everything look like a text. Okay, good. So we're gonna put here equal to. We have our principal, so we're gonna go our principal first. Our principal will be B5 multiply by then bracket open. Then we're gonna have our 1 plus now the rate is out rate you then definitely know which is d5, then close the bracket. Then we're going to have we have an exponential sign shift number 6. Then that's all. Then remaining we're going to put our time, which is our year. So we're going to put the year. So we're going to C5. So once you press and enter, it gives us bam. So that's been our compound interest. So compound interest is how much the money of amount during a compounded period of time. So simple interest is no matter how simple interest is and generated on the loan that has been what given. Okay, so let's go over to the next stop that we're asked to in our what manuscript. So looking at this now, they said that we need to what, plot a chart. Number 4, number 3 said we need to plot a chart with bank and loan amount. With the bank and loan amount, displaying it in the same sheet as the original data. So we have to solve this, put the charts on bank and loan amount. So we're going to go back to Excel, and this is the bank. We're going to highlight the bank. Okay, now for it loan amount, we have to hold our control and highlight the loan amount too. Let me go over again. Highlight the bank with the heading label of the bank, then go your control key and what highlight the loan amount. That's all you have to do. Then go to what insert, with your insert tab, you're gonna click on it. So it's going to pop out some options. Then look at your recommended charts. You can try over these other charts, no problem. But if you click on recommended charts, you're going to bring up some set of charts that you can use as a yardstick for your presentation. So clicking on the loan amount, you have the pie chart, you have the what clustered column, and you have the what clustered bar. So I think I'll go with the first one, which is the what clustered column. So I'm going to click OK. So definitely we have our own loan. We have our own loan amount versus bank. Bank, yes, the bank versus how much they've been loaned, how much they have loaned. So so this is just one of the chart that we have done. So let me click this compound interest down to see how much compound interest will be accumulated on this loan by the banks and towards the what farmers. Okay, let's go over to the next one. Now, if you want to make this chart to be on its own, just click on it and press F11. It's going to open on a different chart on its own. It's not going to close your original chart. Let me see your original chart here, but you have the what chart 1 here. Let's go over to the next chart and let's see what we have there. So we're going to go to the next one. It said we are going to create a chart between the bank and the simple interest, between the bank and the one simple interest column. So let's go over and do that as soon as possible. So it's going to be the bank, then same process, hold your control, then highlight your simple interest. So that's it. That is just it. So you're going to go to insert, you know the processes, recommended. Always go for the first one because it gives more view on how the market turn out to be in the simple interest and compound interest towards the banks that loan the farmers this money. So we're going to click OK to generate our what chart. Yeah, so clicking there, I'll keep it down here, or I'm going to bring it down here. So I'm going to press F11 to take it to a separate sheet on its own. So this is the loan amount, this is the simple interest, all with the banks. Then let's go over to the last question that I was being asked, how we can solve that. Okay, so going now to let us say compound, the bank, and the compound interest. So we're going to solve that ASAP. So we're going to come here, we're going to highlight the bank. After that, you're going to highlight your compound interest. Definitely here, I'm going to have to name it compound interest so you can understand what I'm saying. So compound interest. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we're going to adjust the bar a little bit. So please, if you find this a little bit confusing, don't worry. They're all simple. And when you start doing them, you won't know that this is complex at all. So you guys having challenges with charts. So I'd like you to watch up and see how to create a chart. So highlighting the banks, holding your control key, highlighting the compound interest. Okay, then go over to your insert. Under your insert, your recommended charts. I choose the first one. Don't buy me my choice. You can make any choice of yours. So we're going to click on the first one. I'm going to click what? Okay. So that is that for that. So congratulations, guys. You have finally come to the end of this particular loan analysis, whereby you see the banks and how much they loan and the year, the rate, simple interest, and the compound interest. So thank you for keeping watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Tell your friends how to do simple Excel calculations and how to understand what can be done. So let's use a little bit of editing here to make it a little bit look funny. I'm going to click, highlight this top, merge and center. Good. Then we have to, I'm going to highlight this and make it a little bit separate from others by putting borders. So I'm going to put all borders. Okay, so that is that for that. So thank you guys for watching. Love to see you here. I love to see you again. Don't forget to slide the subscribe button and what do have a nice time. Bye bye.